Hi everyone, welcome to Criccentric View. Another disappointing day for MI fans, and we have Sharvanan with us, an MI fan, to uh, discuss about what we felt about the game. So, hi Sharvanan.
Yeah. Hi, Praneeth. Hi, all.
Hi.
Uh,
So, what was your feeling about the game?
yeah, very disappointed and very huge disappointed batting display from the MI. I never expected this shambolic display from. That's the first thought.
True, yeah, and also, you know what? One of the commentators also said that he was pointing out the importance of being a test match player, right? So no batter was able to handle the swing for the initial 3-4 overs, and that's where the entire game was gone. And because Bolt took three wickets and Berger took one wicket, and the entire game was done there itself. And
Yes.
after that, MI was doing a catch up game. And in uh, in contrast, if you see RR, they were also struggling with swing initially, but they managed to get through that period, and there was a huge difference because of that.
Yeah. Also, we didn't have a bold kind of bowler. That's another difference that made
Hmm.
actually. Mafaka was not in on that level compared
Right.
with Bolt.
Hmm.
Also, the shots the MI batters played also very disappointingly. See, right from the beginning, Rohit played only one delivery. Brivis played only one ball, and Namandir also got on a first delivery itself. So the three right-handers who got out to Bolt were just got out on their first delivery itself. So there is nothing much to compare actually with the RR batters also.
True. See, if you ask me, Rohit Sharma got a good ball, and same goes for Namandir. He had no clue how to play that. And okay, fine, you could say Namandir was unlucky with the umpire's call, but it is what it is. It's part of the
Yes.
game, right? But for me, the questionable shot was uh, was played by Devil Brewis. You know, you have lost two players back to back, and Bolt, it was taken by Bolt, and he was on the rhythm and everything was look good. You didn't have to play that on the upshot, right?
So also, I think Deval Brovis was not ready to come on actually because the way
Hmm.
it took some time for when the wicket of Namandir got fell down and the way Brovis came in, he was not at all paired up and yeah, it was an emotional decision from MI because they lost two
Right,
quick wickets and they don't know what to do. Yeah, that's
right,
how it is.
yeah,
And also, there was no foot movement also from Deval Brevis. He just stood there like a statue and just threw his bat.
yeah.
Was, yeah, and also it could be another if it is not went to the field straight of an inch right or left, it could have been a boundary. But that's how it is. And yeah,
Hmm.
it's a questionable shot. That is not an argument. But
I mean,
yeah,
see, that's the thing. I get your point that if uh, if it was 1 inch to the right or left, it would have been the boundary. But in that situation, that wasn't a high percentage shot, and with the
it's
foot
not
movement,
recorded also. Yeah,
and with the
because
foot
he was
movement he played,
frozen.
yeah,
He was completely frozen out there, and he had no
right, yeah,
clue on what to do. That is the problem, I see.
right, yeah. So of course that one thing went against Devil Brewers, that him not being ready and him not expecting that he would have to end up playing, right?
Yeah.
So that happens.
Yeah, I think, but Ishan Kishan's delivery is it's something pitch that you can't do anything because
Yeah,
until that delivery, I think Ishan Kishan was playing really well.
right.
I think he's the one batter who had middled everything, but
Hmm.
that was a too good a delivery to get out. Yes.
Get out too, yeah. And after that, Hardik Pandya came in and he was playing that counter attacking innings.
Yeah, I
And
actually more than Hardik Pandya's batting, I would see some cheers from the MI crowd also for Hardik Pandya's.
yeah,
Yeah, the positive approach of Hardik Pandya made some difference because unless it could have been even worse total for us. But
right.
yeah, I think the captain is gaining some momentum in the trust that he's going to get from the supporters as
True.
well.
Yeah, even in the bowling, it seemed like that they were desperate to contain them. So that's a good sign for MI. And you can't write off MI at any point in time, because they have every season they they are on the bottom of the table and somehow end up in playoffs and win the trophies, right?
No,
So
don't go there. We are the one team, yeah, yet to register a victory now, but I
yeah,
don't want to go to the end of the tournament. But see,
true, yeah,
it's how it is because the RR batsmen were also struggle there. But one guy who made the difference actually, Aryan Parag,
again, yeah,
everyone has completely written off before him. Before the tournament, everyone has completely written off him. But somehow
mm,
these guys popping up out of nowhere and piling up runs, and he is the orange cap holder now. Did you imagine in your wildest dreams that Rian Parag could be orange cap holder
no,
at
not
any
at all.
point, at any point of the tournament?
Yeah,
Not at the end of the tournament, but still at any point of tournament, I could see one in a million of chance that anyone could have predicted Rian Parag to get the orange cap.
exactly. And kudos to RCB management that they persisted with him, even though everyone were like Riyan
RR,
Parag would be the first guy to
RR
get the
management, I said
axe.
RCB.
Yeah, sorry, sorry, yeah, RR,
No way
yeah,
RCB is going to persist with anyone except for Kohli.
except for Virat Kohli. Yeah, so yeah, RR management, everyone were like he would be the first one to let go, right? He wouldn't be retained for RCB, but sorry, RR, and somehow
Yeah,
somehow things turned around for him, right?
and he's finally repaying the faith that the management.
Mm, true.
Yeah, yeah. I think one positive for MI would be that Hardik Pandya's batting, and I think in captaincy also, tough chance he got for Butler from Bumrah. A very
Mm,
tough chance to held on, but and the big positive I would say is Akash Madhur
Akash Madhul,
because
yeah.
how good a bowler he was in the last season for us because
Hmm.
out of nowhere he came on and he gave that literally the playoff hopes for us.
True,
So
yeah.
and again he delivered today 3 wickets. I think that made something for the MI supporters also. Also prolonged the victory for RR, or else it could have been done and
Right.
dusted in 10 overs itself. That's how the game was
Mm.
going. But
True, and like if uh, if there wasn't any resistance, net run rate would have taken a bigger dent, right?
yes, still it has done, but it could have been
Yeah,
even worse.
it could have been even worse, right? Exactly. And did you feel that maybe throwing Deval Brewers in that tough situation, instead of doing that, Hardik Pandya could have come in?
Uh, Honestly, I don't see Hardik Pandya making that shift in batting order,
Okay,
especially in that situation, because I see everyone saw that how the ball was really literally tormenting the batters out there. So I think Deval Brevis would be the right bet, but somehow he was not ready, and everyone was in shell shock. Right,
right.
nobody could have thought that this could be 1 for 2 in the end of 1 over, and
Mm,
that too the wickets of Rohit Sharma and Namandir. I think the possible thing that MI could have done is instead of Namandir, I think Nehal Vadera would have been an apt choice because somewhere I
true,
think
yeah.
Namandir played really well against GT, but still I could see that Nehal Vadera had proven himself in the last season. So for the last couple of seasons, he's doing well, and with this impact player rule going on, I thought that maybe Nehal Vadera in the playing 11 and maybe Namandir or Deval Brevis or even Tushara could have been brought in the impact player substitution.
Exactly. You know what? One thing I felt was okay when Rohit Sharma fell, wickets fell down. It felt like again left-hander troubling the right-handed batsman. It happens. Uh, that's how that's how Bolt operates, right? So in that situation, sending a right-handed batter again didn't make sense to me, right?
But
You could have
but
sent
we
it
don't but we don't have any other left hand roles except for Tilak Verma in the top
Tilak
six.
Varma. I mean, true, but you could have gambled with that because see, Tilak Varma, he's a better player as far as swinging conditions are concerned than Namandir or maybe Devil Brewis for that matter. So, I mean, again, these are it. We are just
Ifs and
talking
buts,
based on
but
power of hindsight, right?
yeah,
So,
but also what MI thought was even the wicket was fell down, they wanted to stay positive. That's why they sent in Amandir, who played freely
mm,
in his first game. So maybe if the umpire stayed with not out decision, it could have been 1 for 1, and maybe it could have been turned out something else. Even with Devil Brewers also, if what they thought was okay, being positive was it is required at the moment, and a 10-15 run over like how Hardik Pandya went against Andre Berger in the sixth over. If
Hmm.
that could have been done in the third over itself from Deval Brewers, I think the game could have been shifted in Mumbai's momentum. So
Mumbai's
I think
momentum,
that
yeah.
could be the process behind sending Deval Brewers and Namandir ahead. But these are some ifs and buts, and yeah, nothing much.
Fair enough, yeah. So, what do you think? It was again like, in the previous first two games, it was more about MI's captaincy uh, than their own uh,
Let
wrong
down.
performance, own letdown, like own performances let down. This
Yes.
match, it was the other way around. Captaincy
Yeah.
was on point. It's just that the performances were not up to the mark. That's it.
But I thought that okay, yeah, it's completely Hardik Pandya did his job really well, but I
Hmm.
wanted to bowl him at least over or two because the pitch is giving some assistance to the pace bowlers.
Right,
Maybe
yeah.
he could have tried his to roll on, but yeah, but he decided against it. And eventually, I think maybe making some changes like Mafaka, uh, Tushara in place of Mafaka, or even giving a game rest to Koidzi also because the expectations that comes with Koidzi was not properly met yet.
Hmm.
Uh, Even Tim David has been very mediocre in this season. Even in the last season also, except for some performances here and there, I think he is not giving that full-fledged finishing touch to the team. And
Right.
but the major issue with Mafaka I could see because he is opening the bowling attack for MI, but the kid couldn't able to handle that pressure. I think.
True, true. Uh, I mean that's true, but you need to, uh, as far as Tim David is concerned, you need to stick with him, right? You can't.
Yeah, I am not going to change Tim David, but I
Yeah.
need some changes in places of Mafaka or either Koitzi. The major axing would be on Mafaka instead of Koitzi
Right.
because
Yeah.
it would give some what do you say some late surge. That's what
Right. Yeah.
MA is thinking on it.
Mm-hmm. And actually, MI's bigger problem was Jason Behrendorff's injury.
Yeah,
That was the biggest
absolutely.
problem. You started the conversation by saying MI doesn't have a bowler like Bolt. There you go, he's injured. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the
But
unfortunate thing.
yeah, but it is not going to help us because he's not there. So
Yeah,
it's not going to help in any way. But I
right.
could see that okay, the team put up their hands really well and they stick together. I think the
Hmm.
what do you say the process is there, but the results are yet to come. That's how it is.
Yeah, true. And you were never expecting this, right? Because in the last season, uh, MI didn't have a good enough bowling lineup, but still, Rohit Sharma managed something or the other. But this season, when you looked MI on paper, the bowling was looking really good, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So let's see. I mean, it's early in the tournament. MI can turn things around. It's not that they
That's what
haven't
I'm
done
also
before.
hoping.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking. Let's see.
yeah.
But I could see this time each and every team has a very good side. It's not going to be
Hmm.
easy at any point of time, but
True.
they, they have this knack of turning around.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think even in the last season also it was a very what do you say? They didn't started really well, but
But they
somehow they
ended up
managed
in
it.
playoff.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow they managed it to get into
Yeah.
the playoff. Yeah, almost they were in the finals, except for Shubman Gill. It could have been
Hmm.
different. And another MICSK final, you can't really say who can win the game.
True.
So yes, yeah.
So
So
with with RR also, I think they. I don't think there are any problems with how they have performed. Everyone did their job perfectly, and you can't say, what, this guy could have batted better or bowled better. Of course, Butler and Jaiswal, they got out early. We were
uh,
expecting that these two players would be, fighting for that orange cap, and somehow
Yes,
Rehan Parak came in with the orange cap at the end, right?
yes. But I could
So
see Samson's form could be some kind of what do you say, some kind of concern for the side, because the
right, I
way he
mean,
got out wasn't made any justification, because he hung his
mhm,
bat very loose and
true.
playing on, he was played on. So again, Samson had a very good first game, and he's just back into his own self. That's how he
Yeah,
is.
I mean that's the story of every IPL. He gets the he has a good first game. After that, his performance dips, right?
Yeah, I
Are you
think
worried about Jaiswal, like
no,
with his form and all? No, not at all.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, not at all. Even today, he played some good shots.
okay.
It's just one other day that that shot straight went straight to David.
Hmm.
I think Jaiswal is okay, but Samson is again. I think Samson is the one guy who is just kept all our promises or the predictions that we made on him. He's the
Hmm.
one who just being true to that.
True, true, yeah.
Yes.
And I think you were like RR side is totally set. Like you won't be making any changes or anything in that, right?
Yeah, completely. In bowling front, I could see no changes,
Hmm.
because they have that true five big bowlers, and even if they are going to defend the second half, they can eventually bring in Sandeep Sharma.
Yeah.
Today he had a niggle, but still they have this guy in their backyard, and it's not going to be an issue. But I could see some issues with their batting.
Yeah.
Uh, Again, it's the openers are failing, but still I think more than Jaiswal, I could see a concern in Butler's form. Right from the last season, he is not that much of a Butler that we know.
Hmm.
And Samson is again he is very consistent, being inconsistent as always. And Riyan Parak, I think he broken the shackles.
Yeah.
He is that one guy who is coming off really good.
Right.
Hetmeyer is again another hit and miss player, but he can provide those finishing touches for you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
See,
I think in batting front, if Jaiswal and Butler just find their true selves back, I think it could be very tough to play Rajasthan Royals.
exactly. See, with Hetmeyer and Dhruv Jurel, how things are working is uh, Dhruv Jurel, I won't say that much, but Hetmeyer, if he comes in the 15th over, he would have a good run. But if coming at ninth or 10th over, he wouldn't play that much, and
Yes.
that's really alarming for RR,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I think they kept Shimran Etmayer away and brought on this guy Dubey, Shubham Dubey.
Dubey,
And yeah, Shubham Dubey, and even Ashwin is playing really good at number 5 now. I
yeah,
think
that's why
he's that guy is
that's why
yielding a lot.
they had to experiment with Ashwin in the middle order, because if Edmire comes there, he won't be having any impact, right? So that's really alarming for a player like Hetmeyer. He has been a test player for West Indies. He constantly plays ODIs for West Indies, so it is really strange.
Yes. Yeah, I think, but still, they have some loopholes, but they do have some what do you say? They have equipments to really plunge at holes as well. That's how RR is
True,
not
yeah.
right.
RR is.
Yes.
I think this was the shortest podcast, like of a match.
Yeah.
Nothing much to discuss.
Yes,
So
it's
let's straight,
completely.
yeah, and let's straight away jump into tomorrow's game. So
Yeah.
RCB
RCB.
versus LSG.
Mm.
Uh,
Another old story, because playing in Chinnaswamy, the local
yeah,
lad is going to come. Uh,
KL
yeah,
Rahul, right?
KL Rahul, yes.
KL Rahul again. They have the issue. They have to figure out how to slot in Devdutt Padikkal. If KL Rahul is opening, I don't see any sense of playing Padikkal in the team, right?
Yeah,
So let's see tomorrow what these guys are going to do.
but still,
And
I think they will be going with the same 11. Like Rahul and Dekop would be the openers, and three would be Padikkal, and yeah, that's how they will be starting.
mm,
I see I see in that way. But what do you think for RCB? Maybe they still persist with Alzari Joseph, or bringing on Lockie Ferguson, or
for me, I don't see. that these guys have any options in the bowling. Maybe I can see what you call, you could go with Reece Topley there, because see, if you bring in Lockie Ferguson also, he will also go for runs. And RCB's main problem is they are not able to take wickets in the power play, right? Uh, so that's where I feel that, bringing in Reece Topley would be better. At least he will get the early wickets, and then you could figure out how to go about in the death. So make sure that you take all the wickets before the death overs come, something like that, right? So Reece Topley over there would be a better bet.
Yes, but I still think that if RCB manages to pick up LSG's wickets, top order wickets in the power play, like if LSG were reduced to 46 for 3 or 2, then I think it would be a very good game on for both the sides. The game will be wide open.
Game would exactly. So for that, you need better bowlers than uh, see Siraj, him being wavered and him being not in form. You need some other bowlers to enforce something. And Yashdayal is there, yes, but again, how he will perform, that is also a big question mark. So
So,
that's one change I will make, and the other change I could do is bring in Will Jacks in place of Cameron Green,
okay.
and open with Will Jacks and Faf and Virat at number three.
I think they don't make this change. Even
They
they
won't.
bring on Bill Jacks. I
Uh,
think this change or this batting order change will not happen in RCB.
True. Virat
Yeah.
Kohli, he retains his play. He's the only constant in RCB, and his batting position has been constant. Yeah.
Yes. So,
So
what could be our playing plan for tomorrow's game for RCB?
for RCB, I think it's Virat Kohli, Faf, Will Jacks at Will Jacks would be one player. Four Maxwell,
Okay.
five Rajat Patidar, six DK. These are the six players. Then Mayank Dagar. Eight would be uh, Reece Topley. Nine Siraj. 10 Yash Dayal, and then Karan Sharma.
Okay. So you don't play Vijay Kumar, Vaishak Vijay Kumar.
Maybe as an impact player, like
Yes.
depending on the toss. Uh, I might play him as an impact player,
Okay. But still
and
you
also
have five bowlers and
yeah.
you will bring on Vijay Kumar or maybe uh, see you didn't playing with Rawat or Lomro. Instead you're going with Patidar still.
Oh yeah, like maybe what I could do is again, Anuj Rawat and Mahipal Lomror, they can't play that up in the order, right? So that's one thing I'm unsure of, but maybe Patidar should get a longer run because he is not in the form right now, and the bigger problem with RCB is not being persistent with the players. So
Yeah.
chopping and changing shouldn't be their go to thing as far as Patidar is concerned,
Okay.
right? So
But if Patidar plays, I think he needs to be in top of the order.
top
Like
orders,
3 or 4 would be his ideal position.
right.
Or he should play some more deliveries, not coming in at 16th over or 15th over. I think that's not his cup
Hmm,
of tea. Maybe
right.
if RCB's top four are played till 16, 15 overs, I think the right person should come in as DK. Shouldn't they
DK, yeah.
shouldn't follow their batting order at that point of time. I think they should make
Exactly,
some
yeah.
conscious purposes changes there.
That's true, yeah. So for me, I don't know. I'm feeling that uh, in the last game they went with extra batter, right? Thinking that you need to score those runs, and uh, and they have weakened the bowling. That's why I went with an extra bowler in Karan Sharma. Otherwise, you're asking, right? You won't play Rawat and all those things. Maybe I'm taking a gamble with Karan Sharma with as an extra bowler to strengthen the bowling.
Okay. Yeah, I think fair enough point. And
Mhm.
all the best to RCB also to get back
Yeah,
into the winning ways.
yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's just that everyone hopes that, right? You know, give it like 2, 3 games, everyone will be watching a game with a calculator. So that's how things are.
And also, it's a home game.
Yeah,
The home team loses a home game is always a tough pill to take.
true.
Today we are doing that.
Mhm. And uh, this year, FAF not being a form, that was a biggest impact for RCB, right?
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
actually
I
need
think
to, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, they were well over their prime. Actually, they are just
Right,
in the twilight of their careers, and even for that matter, Maxwell is also in his twilight. Uh,
true.
the one player I would not say in his twilight of his career is Virat Kohli, because this guy is aging like wine. So see, the guys like Kohli or MS, even for that matter, they don't look what do you say? They don't look like they passed their prime. But
Right,
Faf is definitely one player, and also see the biggest error or mistake I would say, making Faf as the skipper. That's why RCB can't make any changes or have any replacements.
right.
If they've gone for any young captain, I think this could not be a case. Uh, like
True.
sticking with Faf and you're just wasting your one overseas slot. Wasting is really a big word for Faf, but still, given the
Hmm.
given the situation, I would see that as a concern. If they had some
That's
Indian
true.
captain,
Yeah,
they could have used it for Viljacks even for that matter.
yeah. And actually, that's the concern right now. Like we are saying, Viljack should open. So if Viljax wants to open, we need to change Virat Kohli's position. We can't play around with the Faf Duplessis batting position, right? So that is the bigger concern right now. And also for the future, uh, there's no batter as well as you don't know who will captain for RCB.
Yeah, we don't know who will stays in RCB for the next.
True,
If the mega auction comes in the next year's IPL, they really don't know who can they retain apart from Virat Kohli.
right.
Yeah, they do make some strange decisions like letting go of Yuzvendra Chahal. Uh, even they sent off Asaranga once. So
Mm,
they do make this funny change choices. So it's really tough to say
right.
who will be retained.
I mean, they don't have that. Uh, the management doesn't work. Seem like you said last. You don't see the management to be working in the off season to figure out. Okay, let's scout the talent and all those things, right? See, in the previous game in LSG, Mayank Yadav came out of nowhere. So
Yes.
you don't hear such stories from RCB, right? So that's
Yeah.
the
Major.
uh, biggest disadvantage, and it's really strange to see from that big franchise who has that much fan following and that much presence in the social media, right? So
Yeah. Still tough.
anything else?
No. Like, uh,
Yeah. Anyways, so thank you everyone for tuning in. So do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. This really helps our content to reach to other people. So thank you. We will connect tomorrow, and uh, we'll connect tomorrow. So have a good day, guys. Bye.
Bye.